Welcome, everyone, to College Park, Maryland, home of the Maryland Terrapins. Fans have been eager for this clash coming up in what some affectionately refer to as the Snake Pit. The Trojans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Maryland's return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
First down here for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. And the Terrapins want to crank the tempo. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying they're...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Smacks it with a stiff arm. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. So the USC Trojans offense will get the ball for the first time. This game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way. What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And the Trojans have taken it inside the 20. The give to the back. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be dragged down. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. With the catch, it's Ingram. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Terrapins are flying down the field.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right?
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line. He's got it on the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's a first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Turns it loose deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
The back goes in motion. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Flips it out to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. The Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
First down.
DB's right up on the receivers. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Got it looking for the first down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. And the Terrapins are threatening in the red zone.
Offense is now set up in the red zone.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Hawaii is ahead in this one, but unlike the playing days of Colt Brennan and Timmy Chang, this has not been a blowout today in Aloha Stadium. They're up by a field goal over UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the ground with the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The give is to Williams. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. First down to start the drive after the break. Handoff to the lone back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. So let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
He finds his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Trojans are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Trojans. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires left. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And first down for the offense.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
Another Terrapins first down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, the running back has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
And the Terrapins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Maryland! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights.
Oh, look out. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game
throws toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And they go aggressive, Palmer. They're trying to go up top, trying to make a play. And how about them running the flea flicker, catching the defense off guard, but just missing it, just missing an opportunity to really create some momentum in a big play.
And you can't waste that opportunity, David. The flea flicker was set up. You can only call it once a game. You can't call it twice. They had the look. They just could not execute. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of it.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
The Terrapins in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He finds a soft spot in the middle. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Jennings. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Using his feet to buy time. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
On to attempt to try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here's the return from inside his 10. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, USC!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park.
The Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone? taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Fresno State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Bulldog Stadium, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 2 to Wyoming. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. The Terrapins brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man. It's Daly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. How about that D coming up with a play like that? No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Quick spin on the ride. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation. Now,
all kinds of room to the right. The 30. Ripping through the defense. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Maryland, 27.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Bowls his way forward. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
He caught it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Pushes for the goal line. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. The give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation. You can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield, stuffed the run.
On 2nd and goal, they believe he's got a nose for the goal line. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the offense continues to run the football. A 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
52, Maryland, 27.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They're bringing heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. On the move. Just buried it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Trojans. And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Bro, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking to move it through the air. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Fires to the big fella. Bringing the heat. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They want to just keep throwing it. Buys a little time. He's going to run it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback gets past the marker. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying play action. He'll throw it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Quarterback empties his backfield. He's going to pass. He's going for the big play. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love when you run this play because it forces the defense to react. Do you want to spin a safety down? Somebody better keep contained. Very hard to defend the jet sweep. It's a very good play, especially when you got somebody with speed taking that handoff.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now on first down from the 43. He wants to throw. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
First and goal, USC.
With the run on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Touchdown USC. And the stomping has commenced. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going, but now they've definitely got it together.